So Rick Carlisle with some various injuries trying to figure things out. He said getting the start tonight. Wiggins lines up, three-pointer for Dort on the drive. Excellent at home last year, 29-11. Nembhard, and we've got to move. Hartenstein, Gilgeous-Alexander goes backdoor, leans in, draws the foul.
Pass like Hartenstein, it opens up your offense to another level.
SG free throw of the season last year until game 8. He did it in game 1, and he was so mad at him. Nembhard was played a lot of backup point guard for them. Halliburton was out a few games in that playoff run. Holmgren from the corner. Holmgren got off to an unbelievable start the other night, hit his first 7 shots. Maybe
Holmgren credit for being able to stay upright and finish that.
It's 2.5 steps. We've seen worse.
By the time he gathered, it was hard to see if that third step back.
Correct calls. You are part of that group that the NBA believes in at a high level.
He's such a talented player, now getting a chance to be a full-time starter.
And what an impact he...
Dort. Offensive foul. That's 2 offensive fouls.
Trying to handle the ball as much as he did on those 2 possessions, and that's the Aaron Nesmith effect.
Shot off nicely by Holmgren that time. Shot clock winding down. Mathurin just gets it off in time and does have that professorial look right.
He does. He does. He is definitely the moment.
After that Achilles in game 7. And you forget
TJ McConnell. He's obviously coming back, but that pace was so key.
He had so many big moments in those playoffs, as did Nembhard. Lines up his 3. Lob to Hartenstein. Oh, the Thunder get right back into the thick of things this season as Siakam. And we'll get to the line again. Rick Carlisle is red hot.
If Alexander has that much room coming at you with the head of steam, can go either direction. This is...
Actually, Nembhard and Jackson have the 2 fouls. Jackson sits down. Siakam steps back.
And he goes into the post. He's looking good early.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ball from the left wing. Typically Oklahoma City, best in the NBA at needing you on
at the guard position. Well, some young guys going to get some early minutes. Mathurin lines that. Gilgeous-Alexander in attack mode. Drop pass stolen. Barnhizer, but Peter knocks it back. Stayed with the play nicely. The rookie fires up in the game. The other Jalen Williams again is out still. Coming back from the Rick guard, according to Rick Carlisle. Siakam against the much smaller Wiggins. Shepard, corner 3. 4.
Yeah, your favorite word tonight is help.
That's good as out. Siakam goes right at Holmgren. Little hesitant.
That ball touched the paint, kick out, opportunity. So ultimately you start to get that defense.
Of course, was the leading scorer. And he's going to have to, well, the Knicks will be in Milwaukee. The Clippers at Golden State. A.J. Mitchell had an excellent opening game. Mitchell puts it on the floor, pulls up, jump shot.
Always has 3 guys back with their shoulders square to the basketball inside the 3-point line.
Release, he does, gets to the go. Nope. Mitchell, offensive rebound. Uses.
You have guys that are missing. That's going to affect that offensive flow. But younger guys like Mitchell.
Challenge for their coaching staff is to try to find ways to get him time when they're fully healthy.
There's only so many opportunities, though, Legs.
Yep.
Mitchell spins, gets in. Next 5. A 3-point Pacer lead. Dort gets past Peter. Jalen Williams trying to stick with Siakam. Inside Mathurin. And off Dort to Jalen Williams. Wiggins makes his move, flips up. Nembhard, top and lines up his 3-point.
Better than any team in this league, so that's a good sign for Indiana.
Nice play that time from Dort to get it.
I still love to see this weave that they're doing. It's just constant movement. It makes the defense have to use it.
Jalen Williams can't get it. Well, last year, Thunder with the #1 defense fought over and over again in the playoffs. Nembhard steps back. Last year, Knicks picked him, then traded him to OKC. 3 years of college. Minnesota, the Lakers in town to take on the Timberwolves from Minneapolis. Over a screen. Darius Walker sneaks in. Already played 10 in here in the first half. Wiggins against Walker. The flow gang. Jay Huff in there for Indiana. Toppin.
You gotta keep the young players in check. Just slow them down a little bit.
No fouls to give here. That'll count if it goes. Does hit the rim.
Indiana wants to play fast. What's the key to defending their pace? just getting back, I think that's the biggest.
How do you guys continue to find your offensive rhythm here?
The ball of Gildas Alexander scores again. He's got 12 points already. Nice pass.
Really scrambling to catch up to the ball on that end.
A.J. Mitchell in attack mode.
You got J-Dub. You got Lou Dort. There's a lot of players over there.
They're going that time. Nembhard. And a foul. NBA books. What do you guys remember from your very first?
A lot of fun. Hi, Jalen. Hope you're doing well. Never liked you. But yeah, Reggie Miller.
Looking over at me, hit me on the left wing, making the shot, and then give me a little wink.
Pass Hartenstein to Mitchell. Mitchell blocked by Huff. Huff with an impact off the bench. Hicks to push. Finds Youngblood. Youngblood, his first shot attempt of it under tied the game. Gildas Alexander kicks it out. Jang wide open. Half minutes on opening night. Matherin's going to return.
Trying to avoid that at all costs. That's why training camps are so light.
Obi. Jalen Williams gets the lob pass. Jang, another wide open three-point.
Now defensively has overreacted a little bit to some of the pick and roll dive with this particular line advantage of how much Indiana's flooding to the lane.
Pacers now broken, but hard playing. It's 6. Mathurin trying to stay with Gildas Alexander. Doesn't bite. Houston finished strong, obviously, with clutch buckets in fourth quarter and overtime.
Knows that he's always going to get off that little fadeaway because if you jump, now you have a
Williams fakes. Tony Bradley in the game. They've got 4 centers on their roster.
Conversation and narrative around their individual defenders because of the other guys on this team. The offensive player leaves the floor. He is still able to get his hand on that basketball.
Some very sad and disturbing news with these allegations. The league continue to cooperate with relevant authorities. The NBA says they'll take these allegations, launches, and knocks down a 3.
Mike, I know we haven't seen Jalen Williams since June, but he looks like he's
Fit role players for this Thunder team. Gildas Alexander trying to guard. Barnhizer getting some good first half minutes. Siakam gets inside, and there's some contact. 10 for 10 from the line. The Pacers are thus far. It's always interesting to see the different lineups, and also the first couple of weeks, couple of days, like the Clippers getting blown out by the Jazz. You cannot overreact.
A sense of it, I think.
And Williams kind of threw his hip out. Nembhard to Shepard. Mitchell, nice feed. Hartenstein tripped up by Bradley. But they were under 500 after 25 games. 5 games under 500 was hard. NBA app. Follow the season schedule. Tap to watch live games and stay on top of the latest scores, highlights, the big man. Handle, pass. Right on cue. Beautiful.
Forget last season, they didn't have him for the first portion of the season. Then Chet.
Regular season. Holmgren just the 32 games. Missed 50 with that hip injury. The seasons in league history.
Well, they did it mainly through their defense, and they really basically things, and yet that's what it felt like to play against the Oklahoma City last year.
Well, when you shot Shepard, his second. Holmgren, nice spin move, turn, shoots. 5 on the 24. Siakam.
He was a very nice man.
But he's 0 for 5, but he's got to maintain his aggressiveness. He can't just...
The 3. The key against OKC is, are you getting quality shots? Very few possessions. They're just not making enough shots to really have a 6-8 point lead right now.
Pretty tenacious defense here in the first couple of quarters. Now we have another offensive foul.
2 trying to get a piece of him on the screen.
Holmgren, nice fake, sets up Wiggins, wide open 3.
In this industry, he is the person that I look up to the most.
He looked me dead in the eye.
That about either of these 2 teams, 2 terrific defensive teams. Toppin, Holmgren.
Fully extended, but then gets the contact on the release.
He was telling Josh Tibbin.
And we've seen less calls for challenges in our first couple of games. Normally,
Epstein, 5 on the 24. Gildas Alexander, left-handed, 4 for 17, and 1 4 for 14. It's OKC, that second number. Holmgren, 1-on-1 against Walker. Left-handed
jumper. It could be so simple.
We're talking to Mark Daigneault about.
No one looks worse falling on their back than someone who's 7'1". He's gangly.
Finish once he gets it down there.
Carlson last year as a rookie played in about 32 games. Off the bench, not a lot of minutes. Gildas Alexander can't get it. Mitchell tips it, but right to Mathurin. Mathurin.
Rick Carlisle that quickly when you're talking about who touched it last type of situation.
The first one, but they didn't tell him to shoot. So they kind of waved it off. They got a chance a second
Opportunity for the final shot of the half.
Just Alexander probably going to get a high ball screen or an ISO. Extra defense.
I think that's a play on. I think that's a play on.
His 12th free throw of the first half. He had 14 free throws Tuesday night in the first game.
Update.
Well, 8 for 32 from the three between the two teams. Somebody is
Third foul. Siakam now at 16, looking over, trying to see down the bench. He did one time come up limping a little bit after a certain play when he was defending from Holmgren. Good aggressive defense. Mathurin, Shepard, corner three. One right now for Indiana. Did have in the first half a couple of fouls and a travel. Ninth. That's kind of the same principle they talk about every day. As Neesmith throws it away.
either one of them.
Shepard
And
almost,
then he's upset with guys.
yeah, Shepard almost comes back with it. Instead, inside to Jackson. Jackson can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Knocked loose. Siakam gets in the paint. Kicks it out. Shepard blocked.
A whole lot of activity with very little production at the end of it, but these teams are playing.
Couldn't hold on. Siakam's been all over the place as usual. Mathurin plays some point and run. They've got a number of different playmakers. Again, TJ McConnell out with a
Shea able to retrieve that, try to create some numbers now going the other way.
Guys that can play some point, guys that can handle the ball, and guys that are point guards.
I saw it. That's what this team is going to be. They have more on-ball pressure defenders than a team that was finals worthy. We talked about their offense a lot. That defense needed to catch.
Both teams are shooting about 38% from the field and 25% from three.
To get the ball to the rim against that defense.
Jay Huff quickly comes in. Huff with Vaughn. SGA double team. Barnhizer good swing, but Siakam 7 on the 24. Wiggins goes inside. Block. Wiggins 11 points in the start. Remember. Shepard to Toppin.
A lot of times the kick out to the three, they close out. That's a nice little pocket pass for a 15.
Shepard spins. Well defended by Wiggins. Huff Turner. It's only their 5th three-pointer. Huff's 40%.
33 last year. So he's got 26, so he's right on pace for his
Shepard behind the back, spins, turns, fires.
Next time he got an opportunity, he knew he was going to try to find his.
Gilgeous Alexander can't finish when gets to the basket and banks it in.
And what you're seeing right now at Indiana is
Mathurin 13.6 boards. Holmgren hesitated.
It's the lineup we thought we'd see.
Toppin has it. High arcing through. There's the rookie Peter. Walker.
of them now in this quarter.
And they've tied the game. Barnhizer, nice feed inside. Williams gap. Mathurin. Huff will pick up his first. Defense first team. On a team filled with...
He guarded almost 1 through 5, very similar to what Caruso did during certain moments.
Huff fakes, Huff spins, Huff. Mathurin, and a blocking foul call on James.
Self an opportunity for three.
Peter fighting over the screens. Goes at Holmgren, decides not to test him. Peter, corner three.
Pass. The defense is flattened, knocks down the big three. But it's just relentless.
Boards tonight. SGA with 26 to lead off. 2 on the 24. Wiggins, a contested Shepard. Now with 10 points. Gilgeous Alexander gets by.
Live to fight another day. But right now, when you look at Indiana.
Walker tries another three. SGA against Toppin. Back up top. Wiggins is going to try again.
And then he's got great hands, so you can throw it from almost anywhere. That's about probably 30 to...
Carlisle searches for somebody to replace a very popular player here. Miles Kidd, it's tough.
And the only piece of it way to the rim and finish. So I like the pressure, but it's got to be a little bit smarter in how you...
Walker, shot clock at 6. Walker tries another three. Knocked loose. Thunderball.
On top. And he doesn't have anything That's when you come get the basketball, and now you come out there, though. He could come get the basketball, and I'm sure control it. You want him to do everything?
Trying to adjust to life without you on the court. What gives you confidence that they'll be able to do so?
Thank you, Katie. He's only 25 years old. The young man putting in one playoff run. This magnificent playing. And
Playing, boy, I tell you, you don't know how it would have ended. You want
to give his best thoughts and best wishes to Halliburton. It was a nice note. Gilgeous-Alexander against Siakam. Wiggins the runner. Bank shot.
Through the postseason, he delivers. When he gets minutes, he can score.
Shots. Couple of assists off the bench. Rick Carlisle really trusts.
they play. Those are the type of players, especially when you're looking at your bench, those are the guys that you want come.
SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, finds Hartenstein, who was right behind against SGA. 7 to shoot. Neesmith's going to put it up. Neesmith inside, Hartenstein right with him. Tough turnaround. Nice pass to Hartenstein, throws it up. Rebounding numbers remain very close. OKC +1. Dort will try it.
That's the way they have to succeed offensively, and you've seen it on when there's gaps and seams on the floor.
They're just such a team, such a
Much pressure for 48 minutes. It was a nightmare.
that he's not out there on the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander, a three-pointer.
The two stars now, trading baskets, understanding the responsibility.
Defenders. He's constantly in contact. Now, you could say, does he sometimes exaggerate contact? Toppin back in to play the 5. Toppin's got 6 to shoot. Jalen Williams staying with him, falling away, physical down low. Holmgren backed up, shot clock winding down. Jalen Williams a hook. Siakam high arcing through, and the crowd so fired up. The home opener for the Pacers. Gilgeous-Alexander, 23 points. A.J. Mitchell out there with Hartenstein, Wiggins, alley-oop.
Absorb the contact and still finish. Perfect execution.
Mitchell has 4 assists. Hartenstein grabs another rebound. He's got 10 of those. A.J. Mitchell, 3. Rick Carlisle looking over.
Bounds on Indiana, or was it the foul?
Well, it was that because you're going to see by the letter of the law, it's a foul because there's contact on his left arm. Get it to go.
Hartenstein, his 5th foul. A.J. Mitchell. Holmgren drives inside, and hard contact took a shot. Hartenstein or Holmgren will get helped up.
Looked like he was here right now. You're going to pay the price every time on that. Well, I don't see a flag or foul there at all.
Well, that's just physical defense, and Holmgren will shoot 2. Piper on the line, 3 for 4. Thunder 29 of 33, 88. Not shot overall well tonight.
Possessions before you see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back on the floor, and they've really got to execute
To the shot clock. 4 on the 24. Good defense by Dort. Mathurin. Walker wants to put it up. He does. Walker. Pump fake, spin move, fall away, jumper. Can't get to the full. 12th turnover. And this young man can play. Mitchell crossover, drives inside, stops. And
as they ran that set with the go screen with Shai, but he kept it that time because he saw a driving lane.
Walker defending SGA. Walker just 25 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up. Mathurin attacking time and time again. What a game he's had. 27
10 points in the 4th quarter, and still 3 minutes to go.
Shot on the floor, and you're just so anxious to get an honest contest.
Okay. He's 14 of 16 tonight, so he's already taken 30 free throws. This is number Siakam and Mathurin. They've got a combined 53. Mathurin.
He's got a shot opportunity.
And every time he hits a bucket, he looks over at his countryman, Lou.
2:45 remaining. Mathurin guarding SGA. Pull-up jumper. Mathurin again gets past Dort, goes inside. And
Communicating to his guys. That is so valuable to teams. When you have your best player